king. So that's something that we have to understand. And I think putting pressure or having technologies that streamline this process is essential. So Gentem has really changed the game on this and has helped us with cash flow deficit really at no extra cost, because they're not just a revenue cycle company or billing company, but also provide cash balances. So we don't have to get loans or leverage merchant cash advance or bank loans or lines of credit. So when Gentem immediately advances 85% of your claim reimbursement to you. And by advancing this payment, Gentem then takes up that incentive to go after and go and get the money and complete that complex myriad of things that needs to happen with revenue cycle. You don't have to deal with it. Well, since we started using Gentem in 2020, we're able to scale from 1 location to 3 locations, all in 2020. And on top of that, we have just recently acquired a $2 million surgery center pictured here. Acquisition happened in December of 2020, just by helping us with this very complex system, and also us knowing, what our cash flow is, and be able to predict that on a weekly basis. So that has helped us extremely well. Our practice management and revenue cycle has been very efficient. They also provide both an online cloud-based system where you can see all your reporting, and I'll show an example of that. So as you can see here, Gentem, from this complex system, everything Gentem does is in green here. All we have to do as a clinic is really just submit our charges, and then they do everything else, and then we just follow up with the patient for payments. That is the patient's responsibility. But everything is processed electronically. They take care of it. When they know how much we've turned in terms of our charges, we get that 85% up front, and we don't have to deal with it, we don't have to worry about it. Gentem takes care of it. We just follow up with the patient responsibility at the end. So that has, since we started, about the summer of 2020, we've seen total reimbursed about $2 million, which is more than 60% of what we charge. Definitely what was allowed, definitely higher than the average. And we've continued to see our reimbursement scale, and the days in AR decrease with time exponentially. So this,